3, 2.
Yo, it is not your man King Castro. It is Young Master Jules, and I am one half of your Comic Kahns. And next to me I have...
Yo, it's your man King Castro X, live and direct in the building with episode number
10.
We made it to 10 episodes, kids. It's quite a feat that I've convinced my wife to let me come down to the comic store 10 times once a week to talk about toys and comic books with my brother Young Master Jules here. You say you got it. I'm letting you lead.
Oh, no.
You the lead host.
My bad, man. I just thought I had the intro because people know I don't do good intros. I thought that was a really good one.
I think you decent. Yeah, that was fire, bro. It was comedic.
I appreciate it. My heart's thumping really.
You did great. Like, it's okay. You did phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what it is. Comic Kahn's podcast. We in the building. My brother Jules in the building. Live.
And direct. Oh, I thought we were going to do the...
And direct.
We could do that.
At Impulse Creations, where you get 30% off.
All pre-orders and subscriptions.
True indeed as well. Not familiar with the date, but Sam... Darth Maul is coming, kids. Jules smoked before this episode, I'm not gonna lie. Darth Maul will be here soon, guys. I need to have the date. I don't have the date.
April 22nd.
April 22nd. Darth Maul in the building. The dude that voiced Darth Maul on Star Wars Force Unleashed video game. Come down here. Check it out. It's going to be an absolute blast. The cons will be in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be so cool. Oh, yeah. That's my macho, man.
Is it Whitwer?
Whitwer. I don't know. I didn't say his name intentionally because I feel like I'm gonna mess
I
up.
thought it was Whit. Yeah, that's cool.
Shout out to Darth Maul, man. That's his name. When I see him, I'll be like, yo, what's up, Darth Maul? He gonna be like, yo, what?
Do I know you, son?
Yo, who is this? Wu-Tang. I'm from Brooklyn, kid.
Queens.
How you been, man?
I'm good, man. Just experiencing this life we got here.
True indeed. I like that.
Yeah, man, just doing some personal stuff with the personal podcast.
Socks on or off?
Yeah, go ahead and go check that out. I had this guy, he's 19, so this kid on, he had autism, so we were talking about that.
Nice.
And how comic books and other things has helped him cope with having this disability. So... Really good conversation.
I think that's so beautiful, man. You know, comic books did a lot for me in my personal life too. I just think it's so cool that this art form, you know what I'm saying, can do things. I feel like the anime did the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's people really out here going through issues, and because of comic books, because of anime, because of TV shows or movies, like, it's their way through music. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to like art, man, for pulling people through. You know, I tell Jules all the time, like, I wouldn't have had a father figure if it wasn't for my heroes in the comic books and things. So
for sure,
you know what I'm saying? It's a big help, man. It's kind of my guide. It's what taught me morals and standards and code as a man and all of this good stuff. So you know what I mean? Shout out to that, man. That's cool. That sounds like a good episode, man. Worth checking out, kids.
Yeah, man. And just trying to prepare myself mentally for have we told them about the Comic Kahn coming soon?
We have.
Okay, yeah. So preparing myself for that mentally.
So for the Tulsa Comic Swap, which would be June 18th, kids.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like this could put us over the top. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like there'll be a lot of growth to the Comic Kahn's channel after this day. So
I definitely feel like it's gonna be. I want to set. Realistic expectations, right? For me and my brother here. So that's what we're doing. So it's definitely gonna be a good day, Jules. So what we're gonna do, kids, for you guys at home, man, we'd love for you guys to come see us, Tulsa Comic Swap, June 18th. It's gonna be in Glenpool. Shout out to Nick. So what's gonna happen, brothers? We're gonna have a booth. You know what I mean? We're gonna be live podcasting the entire day. I don't know, hopefully the entire day. I don't know how long we're going to be sitting there talking, but we'll have some special guests come through. You know what I'm saying? I know Hilton Price might pop up. Russell Sun Eagle might pop up from the Okie podcast. Hilton Price from Opinions Like A-Holes. I'll have my wife and her sister, Alex Miller, comedians from Soul Tap Podcast. They'll come through and hang out with me and Jules, talk nerdy shit a little bit. You know what I mean? We're just going to rock at the table and potentially get some other cool interviews from people just at Tulsa Comic Swap, man. Hopefully, we'll get the opportunity to sit down with them. You know what I mean? I feel like, Jules, it is a good place for growth. You are right. It'll be an absolute blast. We'll get to really be, we say all the time, kids, that we're the nerd guys on the scene. We're nerd news guys on the scene. You know what I mean? And like, that's what I love about podcasting here is we're actually on the scene. And that's what I'm going to love about podcasting at Tulsa Comic Swap is we are on the scene. We are there to cover the event, talk about the event, and ultimately, man, just have a great time as well. I was talking to Nick recently the other day, I think, man, and we're potentially going to be hosting the the comic book giveaway. He has a cool comic book giveaway coming or that's going to be going on at the event as well. So you guys can look forward to that. All you guys will have to do, you know what I mean, is just swing by our table, man, and drop your name off in a little bucket, and we're probably going to just raffle it off, guys. So come potentially get you guys some pretty cool comics, some free comics from our table by entering the raffle, and then, you know, buy some cool comics from the vendors and stuff. The one thing about this this comic swap, it's a con to me. You know what I mean, is that my man is really doing his best to keep it strictly comic books. I don't know if I've talked to you about this previous, and this is no shade to any Comic Cons or anything like that, because I love pop culture and all things, you know, you guys know what we do, movies, figures, anime, comics, you know, but he's doing his best to keep this one strictly comic books. There will be no toy vendors, you know, there will be no, you know, big movie guests or things like that, but he does have like dope writers coming, dope artists, and he really just wants to shed light on comic books at this one, man. So it's gonna be a really good time, man, and it's almost as if it's going back to the shout out to Nick, man, big love to you. It's almost like you're taking it back to the origin of what this all started as, and that was a bunch of nerds in a basement showing their comic books, man. That's what Comic Kahn was, man. So you know what I mean, the very first con. So it's really cool to be going to a con that is strictly comics, man. I'm a big comic collector. Jules is a comic collector, and we're really excited to be a part of it, man. And we may be selling Comic Kahn podcast t-shirts. That'll be really cool. If Alex Miller shows up, I'm probably gonna have her sell little her knitted stuffed animals, guys, so you guys can pick up some of those. That'd man. Be cool. And, you know, we're always just looking for opportunities to kind of help out homies, man. So if you do something cool, holla at us. We might feature your item at our table because we don't have items to sell. We just are two guys with two mics, you know, going butt to butt. Yeah, I love that you just rocked with it. You're a good friend, Jules.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a great time, brother.
Yeah, but what's been going on in the life of King Castro X?
So what's been going on in the life of King Castro X? I wish I could do a voice act. I wish I could be a voice actor, Jules, you know. So
we gotta talk to Darth Maul.
Shout out to
April 22nd at Comic.
I'm gonna just pull up and be like, say, son, give me my shot. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. That's Eminem.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking on some booty.
So, kids, what's been going on with me, man? I've been, you know, I've recently started a new job again. But this is a job that I'm gonna stay at, kids. It's a cool job. I sit in a booth. I'm a security guard. And I don't do anything. I just watch movies and read comic books all day. Literally ideal job. Shout out to Jules. He shares a similar position, not in the security field, but he gets to do similar things, man. It works out perfect for the cons, and that's what I need. I often find it difficult balancing real life with dream life. You know what I mean? And that's being a con, you know. I have to consume all nerd content at all times, man. And, you know, I got a wife and, you know, and jobs just didn't help that. So having a job where it's, you know, not high demand on what I need to be doing, you know what I mean? It allows me to concentrate in on reading comic books and watching movies and staying up to date with all the nerd news, man. And I'm really excited for that to become an aspect in my life, man. And it's going to add a really healthy balance to not only the Cons podcast, but also, you know what I mean, like my relationship life, man. It allows me to focus when I'm at home on the wife, and when I'm at work on not work and comic books. So that's been going on, man. Me and the wife have been binging Star Wars. So I grew up on Star Wars, right? Watching 4, 5, and 6 with my grandfather. But she has never seen Star Wars, Jules. Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah, I tried to watch them in order, and when they came out.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I did see the Solo movie when it came out in theaters.
Childish Gambino's in that.
Yep, as
Do you know Michael Zampino's Instagram name? Shout out to this plug. It's not to be a plug, but I'm plugging him up. Michael Zampino's Instagram name is Childish Zampino.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope.
That's tough. Kids, go follow Michael Zampino, an amazing stand-up comedian, in your other half of Opinions Like A-Holes. Go ahead. So you saw the Solo movie?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so I saw the Solo movie and the D-Bots where the seats move. I really enjoyed it. It was a great storyline, seeing him and Chewbacca come together for the first time, because they are cool for... We can do that.
Chewbacca and Han?
That'd be dope.
I'd be Han.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. I was just like, dude, am I going to be Han? Like, how do you want to do this?
Obviously.
We could go the other way. I could be Chewbacca. You know? I could do that. Anything to make,
Anything to make the kids laugh.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I mean, it seemed like a really cool storyline. I didn't like... I didn't like the newest but oldest one.
Okay.
When the girl finds out she was the Jedi. Because I thought the whole time the black guy was the Jedi, and then when I figured out it wasn't, I was like...
Is his name Fish? Or something like that? I think his name is...
Finn?
Finn. Why?
Fish.
Who does he think he is? Does he think he's from Adventure Time? Because, the main guy's name is Finn.
Oh.
Finn and Jake. I haven't seen those yet. We're working our way up to those.
Yeah.
We just watched 4, 5, and 6. And she liked that. We're now on Phantom Menace, which is episode 1, if you will. 4, 5, and 6 were the first movies to drop. Many, many moons ago, kids. And then came Phantom Menace, 1999. So we're on that, man, with Qui-Gon Jinn, or whatever his name is, and Obi-Wan, young Obi. You know what I mean? Out here living his best life. So we're watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool to be watching, as I'm getting more and more immersed in the Comic Kahn's lifestyle, because it's a lifestyle, getting, surrounded by all this geek stuff and things like that, man. It's dope to see my wife also, being open to immersing as well. It's not a 24/7 thing for her, for sure, because, that's lame.
She has a life.
Yeah, but me, I'm like, fuck, give me more figures, yeah.
I know. I just picked up a dollar cyborg at the Dollar Tree.
Nice.
Nice. So yeah, I know where you're coming from. Give me more figures, but then I see the price on the figures, and I'm like, I don't know about all that.
Last night about 8:30 p.m. I jumped on, speaking of toys, I jumped on our Instagram, the Comic Kahn's podcast Insta. That's mine and Jules' shared Insta. I think I'm on it the most, but that's our shared Insta. Jules don't be on the social, man.
I don't know how to do social media.
He be on his own stuff, but he does have access, kids. So if you ever have a personal message for Jules, just shoot it right to the DMs, and I will read it and respond and pretend to be Jules for you.
You probably have more game than I do anyway, so.
Nah. But anyway, 8:30 p.m. last night, I jumped in on Instagram Live on our Insta with the homie TMNT Japan collector. That's his name, I think. It's a Japanese Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure collector in Japan, and I hopped on his Insta live with him and a couple other guys. They were all just showing off their collections and shit. So I was
so cool.
Let me show you my Todd McFarlane, McFarlane Toys figures that nobody wants, excuse me. So I hopped on there. It was cool. So I'm thinking about doing stuff like that with other figure collectors on our Instagram coming soon, just for side content. You guys let me know if you'd like that. Or creators, or just people that do cool stuff, you know what I mean? Just going live on Insta with them. We're also thinking about coming soon. We have some things going down as far as we have to go to other podcasts, to promote and hang out with them. So I'm probably going to start bringing in the Zoom podcast, kids. So stay tuned for that. You guys will still see it on the YouTube as usual. I'll upload it to the Spotify as usual, which you guys should go check out the Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube. Support us in all ways, kids. We need that, please. I told Jules we were going to try to sell Desperate. There it is. No, but go check us out. So yeah, man, I got to hop on with him and look at his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. This dude has a whole garage full of turtle toys.
Damn.
So pretty awesome.
Turtles, is it American?
Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles American? Yes, I think so, because Dave Eastman is American.
Okay.
And you kids are going to kill me. I don't know the other guy that helped create it.
Well, I say that to say it's cool to see how we love anime here.
Right.
And then they love American comic books, action figures, and everything over there as much. And it shows how culture is different, but the love of nerdy shit is the same.
Right.
You know? Like,
I always found that crossover pretty awesome, man. Like, just Western civilization, like, they love that there. And then here, like, you know, a lot of us weebs were obsessed with the Eastern lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're huge weebs. So, cool thing, too, fun fact. I asked him, did you guys have comic stores there? And he's like, no, not at all. We got manga stores, you know. They don't even have like comic book stores. So he's had all the comic books he's had to have like sent to him and shit. So like that's pretty interesting, man. You know what I mean? Also, like, there's a drought, kids. Somebody built a comic store in Japan ASAP. What are we doing?
Hella money,
bro, because you'd be the only one.
Let's go to Japan
and do the Castro and Jules comics, or we can just call it the Comic Kahn's
comic store.
Yeah. Coming soon, kids.
Coming
in Japan,
soon. To not a theaters near you.
In a Japan near you. So that'll be cool. Hopefully we can do that one day. That'd be really awesome.
That would be really dope.
My end goal is to own a comic shop, right? So
really?
Me and the wife, that's the end goal of all things. Is like, I want my own comic shop where I can podcast in it. I'm gonna have a podcast studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sell like homies. I'm gonna have a little section for like mixtapes and shit for all the rapper homies and things and clothes, you know what I'm saying? People's clothing brands. I'm just finding a way to promote everybody's stuff, but it's going to be mainly comics and figures and stuff. But and my podcast, like, we're going to be podcasting there, so you'll probably be there just podcasting with me. You know what I'm saying? Years and years and years from now when we're old.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you seen Malibu's Most Wanted?
I have.
That's what your comic store is going to remind me of.
Why? Why?
There's all the gangsters and everybody they have their own handshakes and they just all cool together.
But y'all in the comic shop, like, y'all in the comic shop, y'all got to stop that. Like, it's not real anymore.
No, I'm saying like the nerds and the gangsters could be friends.
It's the one place where they can, you know.
Just imagine that, right? You see a gangster, just high fiving a nerd, and then just talk nerdy shit.
Because gangsters high five out here. They just, yeah, bro, yes, let's get them, cuz. That's not right.
We're not gangsters, so I don't know what they do.
We are Comic Kahns. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me, Jules. Just been, you know, also enjoying life and things, taking it in.
Hell yeah.
You know.
I'm excited for you, man.
Thanks, brother. Thanks. So kids, we read some comics this week.
Yeah, for sure.
I crammed all my reading in last night. I read 3 issues of 3 different books. Jules?
Yeah, so I
know Jules been reading, guys. I'm going to pull out my notes as he...
4 issues of 2 different books.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I didn't do too bad.
No, so I finished... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell,
Turtle Power.
Nice.
Because you wasn't gonna finish it. So
no, yeah. I love that we can do the bounce back and forth thing. Like, I'll start to say something and then you'll
finish it.
Gay. That's us.
That is gay, but
in a great way, though. All right, go ahead, kids. You got it, Jules.
But yeah, man. So going ahead and finishing that was like on my top to-do list. So actually, I didn't finish it. Excuse me. So there's only 3 issues out of the second one.
Okay. And this is Turtles and Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah,
nice,
yeah.
Nice.
So they did the first crossover, then they, of course, did the second one. It's newer. Mm-hmm. So basically, Casey is being quote unquote brainwashed by. Oh my goodness! How do I keep forgetting her name?
Rita.
Rita, there it is. Yeah,
I learned that this week just for you.
I appreciate it.
The past couple episodes, you've always been like that chick from Power Rangers, the bad girl. And I was like, I'm gonna learn this. It's Rita. I got you.
Yeah, from Rita, and they are.
Who chose that name?
I don't know.
For her, it's such a regular name for a supervillain.
Rita.
I'm Rita. Sounds like somebody's 40-year-old mom.
But it's an annoying name. Like, oh, here comes Rita again.
If there's any Ritas out there watching the show,
we love you.
We love you. Yeah, it's cool. Like,
you're just probably annoying.
All right, continue.
But yeah, man. So they're trying to take over the world and open up a dimension for Dimension X type. Anyway, and we're trying to figure out why Casey is fighting for the bad guys. And of course, the morphers are down again, so they can't morph into Power Rangers. So obviously, they need superpowers.
Let me ask a question. So, like, I'm sorry, don't look like that. I'm trying to follow you.
You know who doesn't need superpowers? Batman.
Yes, dude. Yeah. See, not gangsters. We high five. Gangsters high five, kids.
Yeah.
So the Power Rangers without their morphers are regular humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they in the first book they talk about, or the turtles were like, wow, we're a lot quicker, we're a lot stronger. And even April, she never picked up a bow in her life and was like a marksman. She even said it herself. So I think the suit itself enhances your abilities. And think of like the Matrix, how he knows every fighting style in the Matrix, but when he comes out, just a normal Joe. Of course,
that's crazy.
Yeah, of course the Rangers can fight. They're just not as strong, not as fast, not as durable. So basically, that's what's going on. So they're not trying to attack these space invaders without their suits. But then Donnie and the other smart one from the Power Rangers, they come up with a little solution. So in the first book, the turtles turned into Power Rangers. In this book, the Rangers turns into mutants. So they're morphers, whatever dinosaur it is.
So they turn into like dinosaurs.
Yeah, they turn into.
When you said mutants,
mutant dinosaurs.
I thought they turned into like really ugly, deformed, freaking creatures, which is cool.
I thought they were going to turn into turtles, which was dope. But I like the dinosaur one. So yeah, they're turning into dinosaurs and they're fighting. But Casey, he gives I think Mikey some information to like destroy the whole operation of Rita and the brain guy.
That's a cool name, Operation Rita. That's kind of fire. Is that what they call it?
No.
We should have wrote this book, dude. Operation Rita, bro.
Your name's annoying, but it sounds good.
It sounds like an operation to take over. Like,
yeah, it will be talked about in history for sure.
A villain, cue Operation Rita. Yeah. All right, continue. Sorry.
But yeah, man, so they turn into dinosaurs and...
Such a wild comeback. Yeah, bro, they turn into dinosaurs. And it's literally...
Shout out to my 3-year-old. He loves dinosaurs.
Shout out to the young guy.
And chicken nuggets.
Slap.
But anyway, Casey is like, man, I'm tired of fighting on the losing side. I feel like all we do is play defense. Because, of course, we wait for the foot to come. We defeat them. We don't do nothing else. They keep coming back type shit. So he was like, I just wanted to be on the winning side. And I think it was his whole plan.
Comic Kahn sip time really quick. Let me just... His drink is back there. Here, I'll get it.
You're the best. So what you guys don't know about me is I have extraordinarily short arms.
He's from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, kids. Yeah, that was a Comic Kahn sip time. That was for us both. Anyway, continue.
I thought you were going to count us in, man.
No, I'm sorry. That's the new thing. Next episode, I'm going to count in Comic Kahn sip time. So you can sip with me, and you guys can sip with us at home.
Live from your couch.
Impulse Creations.
Put your pants on.
30% off all subscriptions and pre-orders. Go ahead. Continue your review.
But yeah, man, so I think it was his plan all the time. The whole time was to infiltrate them just to do some good. Because if he can play, he said play offense. If he could do that, then he feels like what he's doing is worthwhile. So that's where I stopped. That's where the third book stopped. I picked up the fourth book. That's what I was needing to get. The fourth one just came out. So... Gonna finish reading that, and then next week we'll talk about that.
Let me ask you this really quick, just to bounce off of what you're talking about here. You recently watched the first Ninja Turtles live action film, right?
Not recently. I've seen it before, like as a child.
I thought you watched it this week or something.
Yeah, I put it on.
Yeah, so it's so crazy, right? To see like where those turtles came from, or like where it all started, if you will. I mean, it started obviously in the Dave Eastman comic book. Well, not Dave Eastman. What's his name? Dang, I'm messing up. Dave Eastman's a rapper, kids. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get slaughtered for this.
He is?
Yeah.
Dave Eastman or Dave East?
Dave East.
Yeah, Dave East.
What's the creator of Ninja Turtles' name?
You have a phone?
Hold on, kids. We got to get this right before you guys slaughter me for it. So, who created the Ninja Turtles? One second. Something Eastman. 1 second, kids. Kevin Eastman. I said Dave and Peter Laird, something like that. Anyway, it's so crazy seeing where they had it, and then like now, like in your comic book, right? Like they're just out here hanging with the Power Rangers, turning into Power Rangers ninjas, and I don't know. It's wild.
Well, okay, so excuse me. The turtles have their own suits. So
Yeah.
they don't know they're turtle. Like the humans don't know they're turtles.
They don't know. They
just think they're more. But they did see some dinosaurs. Actually, hold on. I got to remember this correctly. In the beginning, when they turned into Rangers, they didn't know. In this specific place right now where they're fighting, when they turned into dinosaurs, they evacuate everybody, so nobody's there witnessing this. So
That's crazy.
yeah, but the turtles still have the suit. So even if people knew.
I love the addition of the turtles having Power Ranger suits. That's just such an amazing. That's what I'm saying. Like where they started to where they are now, which I have some turtle news for you guys here in a little bit, is just impressive. It's amazing. I love the spin on things. So.
Yeah, and well, speaking on that and like how the progression happened. Like you said, I was watching the 1990 yesterday, but
yes, sir.
Of course I've seen it when I was younger. But
great films.
Yeah, it was just they were saying like we've been here 17 years underground, type shit, or just who would have thought 4 turtles and a rat would have been interesting, and to see the love of this specific
niche.
Yeah, it has been I think picked up by a lot of people, like, oh, let's do mutant this, or let's do some type of animal that, and I feel like that was really a big.
Do you think the turtles were like a big influence in like anamorphic?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like Ninja Turtles, like
teenage.
They're not even adults.
They're in a half shell, so
and they have turtle power.
Let's take a moment of silence, kids, for the turtles. And back to our normally scheduled program.
Yeah, so I guess just fuck Splinter, huh?
Splinter cold as hell too, man. He cold. Splinter an OG.
I feel like Splinter would stink if he was real.
I think they all would.
Not the turtles.
Not
turtles
the turtle. Yes, they would.
Turtles live in water.
They live in the sewer water.
Right.
So they be funk like porta potties.
So April really be going down there in the sewer.
She funky. She a funky chick, boy. What?
Come on now. Wasn't Megan Good April and the new Megan? Not Megan Good.
She's also porta potty if she's in that April. If she's April though, she smells.
No, Megan Good is the black girl.
You're talking
Megan
about
Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah,
correct. You've got that right.
Megan Good is fine though.
But their pizza always looks so good too. Like
no, okay. So if you think pineapple and pizza is weird, Donnie has a odd pizza selection.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember the toppings, but he throws almost anything on that motherfucker.
So I was watching the Turtles cartoon the other day. I think it was the first Turtles cartoon, and he was talking about like, I don't know, some random ass toppings as well. They just be putting stuff that don't sound good. But like in the 90s movie though, like that pizza, there's an opening scene where it's like panning through New York and shit, and then like this dude pulls out this giant slice of fucking just melted cheese pizza, and I'm like,
let's go get some pizza after this.
Bro, I'm broke right now, okay? Anyway, shout out to the Turtles, man. This book sounds incredible. I said I was going to read it, kids. I did not take the time to read it yet. It's on the to-read list, man. What I did read this week, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I took some notes because I'm trying to get more into, like, just being proficient with, the content we're delivering here, kids. So I read Nightwing issue 102. You guys know I'm a big Nightwing fan. Original Dick Grayson is my favorite. So in this issue, not episode,
I'm gonna try to go ahead and block out his words because I'm still reading it.
Oh, my bad, bro.
No, it's good.
Do you want me to?
No, do your thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Titans discover that Disguise Master's shape-shifting into Nightwing to steal Olivia, who's Blockbuster's daughter, by order of Neron. So they are going to hell to pay him a visit. Nightwing calls it a hell heist, which I think is pretty cool. There's a little dialogue back and forth between Beast Boy and Nightwing. They're like, yo, we got to go visit Neron, you know what I'm saying, and kick his ass, basically, because he's trying to kill this little girl. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, what's it called? Beast Boy says so are we about to do a, what does he say? Damn. Like an underworld raid or something like that. And he's like, I was thinking hell heist or whatever. It was corny. So the book's pretty cool, man. I'm enjoying it. It's giving me a lot of old new Teen Titans vibes. That's what the book was called. They're even like in the old outfits and stuff like that. So it's really awesome. As the art style, the dialogue, it's old school kind of, you know what I mean, which I'm really liking. And then there's a second half to the book. So it ends there with them all in the living room talking about, like, hey, we're going to go on this hell heist. You know what I mean? Awesome. And then the second half is Nightwing working with John Kent, Superman's son, kids, to discover who caused the trapeze accident. So if you read 101, you know about the trapeze accident. But this is really cool because it has a lot of flashbacks to when Batman, Bruce Wayne, was training young Dick Grayson when he was a kid as Robin. It starts off as John Kent in there, Nightwing like, hey, you can leave, I got this. He's like, no, dude, I never get a chance to do detective work. Like, I want to learn this, because his teacher's Superman. He doesn't know detective work like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Nightwing has a flashback to Batman would always tell me, what do you see? You know what I mean? When they were on a crime scene. So he does the same thing to John Kent. He's like, what do you see? And then John Kent would answer. And Nightwing in his head's like, that's the answer I would have gave back in the day too. You know what I mean? And he responds as Batman again, look a little closer. And it just has this cool back and forth of like memories of Batman and him as a kid, and then him teaching John Kent, who's kind of older in this one. And I just thought that was such a cool perspective, man.
That is true, but like you said, the Teen Titans are going to be in the new Justice League, and of course you'll need a Superman. So John Kent could play that role, but then the relationship could be better than Batman and Superman's relationship. So it is really dope to see the mentorship between them two, because now who knows what type of we can get from them two just alone. We got the world's finest with Batman and Superman. Maybe we can have a Dick and John Kent.
That's really cool. No, that's really cool though.
John Kent would like some Dick.
He is into that. No, that's a really good idea. I didn't even think of that. Like, you do got Batman and Superman together all the time. Like, what if we do start getting Nightwing and John Kent? Little one-off stories and just to see their dynamics.
That'd be dope, like a detective series or something.
What if Nightwing like toughens up a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like Batman. I hope he doesn't. Like, just
I don't think he will, because I mean, I told you I was watching Titans, the TV show, and he despises Bruce, man. Like,
he does.
I didn't know.
He feels like Bruce kind of ripped his childhood, man. You know what I'm saying? He's very upset, and he also feels like Bruce is never proud of me, dude. Like, nothing I do is right, and all I'm supposed to do is live up to you. Like, I'm supposed to become you one day. I hate that idea, So that's why he goes off and just does his own thing and becomes Nightwing. You know, but he
wouldn't be able to become Nightwing without Batman.
It's valid.
That's the thing. He would. People are so ungrateful. That's why I like Jason Todd.
That's not the point, man. The point is concentrate on the trauma caused, on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he feels he has to live up to this guy, but he's like, no, fuck that. I just want to be my own hero. I want to be free of this, Did Batman ever say, you're going to be me one day? No, but that's what the Robin program is set up for. So that way when Bruce Wayne leaves, Robin will become the Bat.
Right, but I'm not saying.
And they all suck, except Carrie Kelly. She's the only Robin to become Batman, really? As far as I know. Yeah, a female.
No,
shout out to the female.
What's his face? Damien. He was Batman for a little bit, and then Dick was Batman for a little bit.
Yeah, but were they really though? Like, she was Batman. Like, he was done. Like, I'm done, and like, you're Batman now. Batman. You know what I'm saying? Azrael was also Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Azrael.
Azrael cold. He a cold piece of work, kids. Cold piece of work.
I like that. What is that? Catholic wear he has.
Yeah,
That's really dope. Like a knight
Templar.
Type. Okay.
He.
I thought Teflar is the bulletproof.
Templar.
Templar.
He's a Templar.
Okay.
I don't know how it's said, kids, but like the old Templars, man. Templars.
Yeah.
You played Assassin's
Creed. Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
I
Like
used to kill him.
Yeah, he's one of them. He's
Still
pretty
better
dope.
than My son told me to put on Superman yesterday, and I was so disappointed.
Superman is a good character.
He was like, I want Superman. I was like, you want to watch Batman? He was like, I want to watch Superman.
This is what I want you to do. Okay? Go home and watch Death of Superman. Really good.
He dies?
He does.
Good.
But it's a really good film.
Is that basically how Batman and Superman went? Like Death of Superman? And then they went into Justice League?
What do you mean? Is that how?
So, because the Death of Superman, he dies by Doomsday's hand, right?
Correct. Is it Apocalypse? It's Doomsday.
Oh, I thought Apocalypse was...
It's Doomsday. Apocalypse is X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Did I say it wrong?
No, I said it wrong.
Okay.
My bad, kids.
Yeah, so he dies by Doomsday, and then he dies by Doomsday in the Batman vs. Superman.
Right.
And then he comes back in the Justice League, and then he comes back again. So, it's basically like I already saw it.
Just watch the movie.
Okay,
it's a really good fucking movie, man. That's all I'm saying. It was done really well, written really well. Again, comic to big screen. Done well. They executed it properly. They always execute the DC cartoon films, animated movies.
Yeah,
so
they do
well.
really well.
They're so amazing, Jules. So good. There's a new Batman movie coming that's animated.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what it's called, though, but it takes place in like the olden days.
Oh, hell yeah. They have a Raven the Bold comic coming out.
I know.
Oh, you do?
I'm subscribed. It's
where?
Dawn of DC.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
you knew this. We talked about it. There's a picture over here of Bruce and Robin. Anyway,
kids, don't do drugs.
So that's not why Jules is forgetting. Weed is not a drug.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I have a whole podcast about how weed is phenomenal and is very medicinal. So let me not say that. I have a lot of stuff going on.
So, I read Nightwing 102. I also jumped into, what is it called? I didn't take notes on this, but I'm just going to shout this book out. Milestone 30th Anniversary, Issue 1. Really cool book. Shout out to Nick, the guy that put on Tulsa Comic Swap, or is putting on Tulsa Comic Swap. He suggested that we read it. Really dope, man. What you get in this is something that you don't get a lot. It's very much a niche book. You know what I'm saying? You get all the black characters, and I think that that's dope. You get the Blood Syndicate. You get Static Shock. You get Icon. All of these great characters, man. And within the book, I don't really remember all the storyline, but they like jump multiverses, and certain characters come into other character storylines, and it's just this really big event, you know what I'm saying? And it's really cool, kids. Go check that out. That just came out, so go cop that. And then I read I think it's Justice League issue 1 in like volume 2. Issues 1 and 2 in volume 2, kids. So that's
the collection of books, right?
So yeah, it's something like it's. I'm just saying, like, that's the volume in which it falls under.
Gotcha.
This is pre New 52, or maybe New 52. But what happens is it is New 52. Ultraman and shit's going on in it, man. So really cool, kids. I'm going to try to pick up on that and continue to read it. I wanted to read some old comics this week, guys. I think I'm going to start trying to bring an old comic. And I'm also thinking, Jules, it's time. It's time to bring a Marvel book to the forefront. I know Daredevil. I'm picking up Daredevil next week.
Well, go ahead.
So I will be reading on some Daredevil. But I've been thinking some X-Men, or what are you thinking,
Yeah.
man? We need to pick up another book together.
I'm reading that. I need to pick that up too. I missed that.
What is it?
The Deadpool
Nice.
001.
Nice.
Yeah, it's I talked about it on here, but it's when the Doctor plants a Carnage symbiote inside
That's
Deadpool.
so brutal.
So pretty
dangerous, dude.
Yeah, it fucks him up.
Let me ask you this. Scariest character with the symbiote. Like DC, Marvel, just of all time. Like, who would be terrifying? Let's make a list. Top 5.
DC or Marvel, like
Just
together.
heroes in general. Anime too. Like everybody.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, sorry, I zoned out. No, because in this is how my brain works. In this book, she implants it in him so it can eat him. But in real life, it just attaches to the person.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Well, in real life, in the comic world.
Yes, in the comic world.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But okay, so my top 5, Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool has to be number 1 because you can't kill Deadpool.
So, like I said, I'm opening the playing field, right? So
Yeah.
you can do DC, Marvel, all comic books, as well as anime characters.
Right? No.
Like, imagine Lord Orochimaru with the symbiote. How evil he'd be.
Yeah, I feel you. Oh man, Frieza, Kid Buu.
Could you imagine Kid Buu or Frieza as a symbiote, bro? Like, I need this to happen. Somebody make this crossover ASAP. Like, that would be brutal.
Fucking terrifying.
It would. Amazing. Vegeta.
Golly.
Not even the bad guys. Like, Vegeta with it would be fun.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
It'd
Yeah,
be
for
like
sure.
a more brutal Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, I think. Who's another one?
Kakarot. Like, it'd be so fire.
That would be dope. And like half of
Yeah,
his face,
bro, yeah.
and then you can see like the hair glowing.
Yes.
That'd be dope as
It'd
shit.
be tough. It'd be tough.
He looks like a cop.
There's a guy outside, guys. We can see. Who else do you think, man?
Okay, so them two for sure would be deadly. But no, I mean, like I say, Deadpool, because he's invincible, right? He has Wolverine's healing. He basically is Wolverine,
Right.
and then with extra, like quote unquote bloodlust, so to say, and then extra appendages, and then more of a acrobatic arsenal, like you can jump or swing shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
It'd be pretty tough.
Yeah, so that's 3.
Is it lame if I say Joker? Because I just feel like what I'm going for is the evils to mesh.
Yeah,
like,
but I think Joker. I feel like they would. I don't think they would pair well.
I don't think it'd last long.
Yeah, because Joker is not a. Because when I think of Carnage wants to fuck up shit, like hand-to-hand combat. Joker's not that. He's methodical.
But it's because he doesn't have powers to do so, my friend.
I feel you. I feel you for sure. I just don't.
I think my favorite so far in this discussion, and we'll keep it there, is Frieza and Kid Buu. You nailed that. Like, I think that's really interesting and could be crazy. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did you have any other comics you wanted to go over, or do you want me to jump into the nerd news?
I was reading Bishop College or
Okay,
War College.
yes, you picked that up last week.
It's pretty good. Basically, Bishop is from the future, and he wants to come to the past to prevent a mutant extinction, I believe it is. And he's created this war college to prepare these mutants for the invasion or the war that is to come. And he is being super tough with these new mutants. He's not letting them take breaks and whatever. So there's a conflict there, and then we see these two twins pull up on the island, and they're about to cause some destruction. And that's where I stopped off on. And then, of course, the Joker, the man who stops laughing, and that is really good. So I had to go back, and this is what I said. The new Joker is really beautiful, and how like he's not all evil. Like, of course he does evil shit and says weird things, but he was in the hospital, and there was this lady who had dementia, and she thought Joker was her dead husband, and he comforted her until she died. Like,
it's so weird.
Yeah, she was like, they said you left, and he was like, I would never leave you, dear, type shit. And I was like, ugh. But then
Your feels?
Yeah, I was straight in the feel.
Nice, I love that.
He's funny because he's Joker, right? So the Riddler has these little kids, and I don't know what Riddler does to these little kids, but he's gonna do whatever Riddler does. But Joker bust in with a bat, and he was like, boom, it's me, Batman, because he has a bat, and starts beating this leprechaun man's ass with this bat, right?
Who was the leprechaun man?
It's the Riddler. Not Riddler, the other guy. The dude who rhymes. The Jester?
Is it Mad Hatter?
Mad Hatter.
Okay, that's why I asked. I was just making sure I knew.
Guys, I'm more of an anime guy. I don't know.
He's killing it. He's a comic book guy, kids. Don't let him lie. He loves all of it.
He's beating Mad Hatter's ass with his bat.
Mad Hatter.
And basically, he's trying to figure out where this new Joker's at.
Yeah.
But people are like, you're not the real Joker, so we're still trying to figure out who the Joker is. But anyway, this is what I love about the Joker. He doesn't care. As long as he kills you in the process, he's fine. So he gets the information on where this Joker is at. And basically, he goes to this warehouse. He's like, oh, this is a nice warehouse. You know, people won't be able to escape this. So the new Joker locks him into an elevator. You know those old elevators where you can open the screen. Well, anyway, locked him in there, but the Joker set fire to the building at first. And this new Joker is panicking, like, give me the key. And then Joker hits him in the face with this acid. And
so brutal.
Yeah. So it starts burning his face off, and then he jumps out the window or whatever. And then Joker was like, all right, time for me to leave. Burns the lock off. Like, he knew he was going to get locked and whatever. And I was like, oh shit, this is the real
Mr. J.
Yeah, that's the real Mr. J. But anyway, he follows this Joker into the sewer, and guess who pops up? Red Hood, and starts shooting.
What? I like how you saved me, because I was going to say Batman. He's like, you're not going to get it. Red Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood.
So dope.
Yeah, so he pops up and starts shooting at Joker.
Right.
And he shoots him in the face, the new Joker. And the old Joker gets away. But to come to find out, that wasn't Joker the whole time. It was Clayface.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why we didn't think about that in the beginning.
We're not done. So it was Clayface the whole time in that interaction. He calls the Joker, who's still in L.A., calls him. It was like, hey, I'm going to need my money or double money, whatever, because I got acid in my face. Joker was like, oh, yeah, click. Looks like we're going back to Gotham, guys. And then...
That's so awesome, bro.
And then, of course, Joker was like, L.A. Y'all didn't fear me like Gotham did. So, okay.
They thugs out there, bro.
He was like, he was like, you know what I like about LA that Gotham doesn't have? Trees and wildlife.
Oh,
he was like, Joker, we have trees, but yeah, we don't have the wildlife. He opens this van, and it was full of mountain lions. So the mountain lions just jump out and attacks one of his minions, and they go up to this hill. He was like, I told y'all not to play with those cats. He was like, we didn't know the cats was in there, Joker. Why are we on this hill, man? We got to get to LAX. He was like, LAX? Why is my plane to LAX? I guess he hates LAX, right? So
why is my plane on LAX?
Right?
I'm just envisioning it right now. This is so good. Keep going.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm.
They're looking out into the horizon, and then boom, 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 boom. He blows up LA, and he was like, now you're going to remember me. And then this big ass blip said, Joker did it.
My man. Shout out to Joker. Shout out to Mr. J.
Right, so they hop back in the whip, and they're trying to get to LAX. But there's a crowd of people because now it's pandemonium. And the henchman was like, I'm not trying to run him over. Joker was like, well, I don't care, run him over.
Right.
So the guy tried to get out and shoot, to disperse the crowd. He gets attacked, and Joker was like, well, that wasn't a good idea. So Joker gets out, and then they're trying to kill him, but he eventually gets away. And then guess who pops up?
Batman.
Batman pops up. He was like, "What are you doing here?" He was like,
"What are you doing?
Why are you here?" And
so they're both he's in LA now. Batman's in LA.
I'm not done.
Okay.
But anyway, Joker turns around and this guy was like, Batman was like, "If you're going to work on this corner, you're going to work for me." Of course, in LA, everybody's in costumes. So the Batman.
Wait. Keep me in the table bounce.
My
bad.
The Batman.
I wonder how long it'd been doing that. Sorry, guys.
A while. I've been peeping it, but
why did you say anything? Sorry, kids. That portion of the episode's gonna be mad shaky.
It's all right.
It's my fault. My leg was going.
Anyway, brother. So this Batman thinks Joker is a part of the act. And this girl or this husband and wife went up to him and was like, "Hey, can we take a picture with you?" And the husband was like, "Hey, pretend you guys are fighting over my wife." So Joker or Batman, like, have Joker like this. And he was like, "We're not believing you, Joker." He was like, "Oh, is this better?" Pulls out a gun, shoots Batman through the shit.
That's
and was
crazy.
Like, "Is this real enough for you?" Well, it was pretty gangster, but yeah, now it's just him going to LAX and shit. I need to pick up the next issue.
What's gonna happen next,
but
kids?
Who is this fucking new Joker? And why is the old Joker getting his ass beat by Red Hood?
I don't know. I love that they used Clayface to explain part of it.
Because I was like, it got me, because I'm like, oh, this nigga wasn't the real Joker. But then he called the real Joker.
I love that they tied in. So that ties in, because this is Deadly Duo.
No, it's the man who stops laughing.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I love that they use Clayface though. I'm ready to see who the new Joker is.
Right. What's cool is one eye's green, like regular Joker eye, and then the other one's red, which is dope.
I'm trying to think, kids. I'm trying to think.
And then, because in Deadly Duo, I think one of the monsters' eyes are red. I don't know if it ties in, but yeah. There's just something I noticed. But that's all the comics I've been reading. Sorry if it was a spill. I really enjoy.
No, that's phenomenal. I enjoyed every bit of that. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, and then there's going to be like a one-shot of Joker coming out. So that's why I have to get that Punchline graphic novel, because it has all the Joker books in there.
Nice.
But he's really cool. And then at the end of almost all or actually at the end of every Joker book, The Man Who Stops Laughing, it has like a little 4 or 5 page thing on the back of Joker trying to get a girlfriend, and he like hits on Power Girl at one time.
So I did get to read, because I read issue 1, and so I did get to read one of the Power Girl one.
Yeah, but this one he was trying to fall in love with this big giant girl, and
Mr. J Lonely, y'all.
Yeah, but he ends up going to Etrigan and was like, "Hey, can you make me handsome?" And the Etrigan was like, "My powers are for more than making you cool." Anyway, he steals the book from Etrigan and he turns himself big. And the side effects is he gets these pores and then little Jokers come out of it.
Yo.
But anyway, he gets back small and then Etrigan took his bitch.
Etrigan stole Mr. J's girl.
Hell yeah, it was gangster.
That's fire. Shout out to Etrigan. You know I'm a big Etrigan fan, man. Well, that's dope, man. You got me really excited during that telling.
It's good. And then Deadly Duo, you'll love the shit out of that too.
I'm gonna read it. I give you my word. Coming soon.
Because we are the Deadly Duo. Why? Because we're killing these hoes.
Braka. Yeah. So I do got some nerd news really quick. I know we're almost at time. So bear with me, kids. Really quick, I got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle news.
Exciting.
So new book coming. The Last Ronin, Lost Years. Okay, so what's going on in this book, basically, and I'm going to try to do it all off head instead of reading this article, is, 3 of the Ninja Turtles are dead.
Is that where the first Last Ronin goes into? Because I want to read that.
So, I don't know. I know this story.
Okay,
I don't know about the other.
Okay.
So, the turtles that are dead is Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael.
So, just Mikey?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that a while back ago.
And so, they're bringing 3 new turtles. Odin, Yi, and Moja, and Uno. So that's 4. One of them are Master Splinter because he's dead as well. But Casey is raising them. or whatever. So he's their trainer. So it's going to be pretty cool. I just thought that was really cool, kids. I wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah,
That's so interesting.
I think they're going to be more brute because Casey is a wild man type guy.
Also, shout out to Charles from GYGO, Get Your Geek On Network, for plugging me up with that. I had no idea this was coming. But, I think Casey training is going to be really cool, really interesting, unique perspective.
And then I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but a God of War style Last Ronin.
Oh my God! When
game
you sent me this,
is going to come out.
So if you kids watched last episode, me and Jules talked about we spoke it. That was weird. That was so lame.
At least it wasn't butt to butt.
We spoke it into existence, kids. There may be a new Ninja Turtles game coming, God of War style. Let's fucking go. That's going to be amazing. I am so hyped for that. Hopefully you can switch from turtle to turtle.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle and a Half Shell.
Turtle power.
Okay. So, also, in other news, kids, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Snyderverse stuff. So, Zack Snyder's the guy who's been doing the DC movies. Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Okay.
I'm ready for James Gunn.
I am also ready for James Gunn, but here's the deal. He's been supposed to be finished, right? But fans are speculating. He just recently dropped this poster talking about Full Circle and had Darkseid on it. And then he dropped a new poster, or he said he's making a big announcement. And then he dropped a new poster of Superman, the statue that was broken, Batman v Superman, or is it the Justice League? Mm-hmm. It's rebuilt. And he just, supposedly there's a deal potentially happening with Netflix, and the Snyderverse may continue, kids. So we may continue to have those other movies as well, which means we would have three superhero worlds going on. So we'd have the Gunverse, the Snyderverse, and then DC Elseworlds. So I'm on it. I'm all for it. I don't care. I would love all of that because that just means more superhero content all over my face all the time, guys. So he loved that. That was good. Kids, I think I had some more stuff I want to discuss, but we'll talk about it next week. Stay tuned, kids. Later today, I will be sitting down with the Fan Film Club to do a Shazam 2 review, guys. So if you want to check that out, go check out Fan Film Club on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop a little link to their stuff in this chat, or in this video for when it drops. So you guys go. It should be out the same time. So you guys go check that out. Be sure to show up, show support, let them know the con sent you, and just come support your boy. What else do we got? June 18th, we should be sitting down at Tulsa Comic Swap. Shout out to Nick, man. Thank you so much for that. Huge shout out to Get Your Geek On Network, man. They've been letting us post over there. So thank you guys so much for your support. What else, Jules?
Check out Impulse Creations, where you get 30% off all pre-orders and subscriptions.
Big facts.
And April 22nd,
Darth Maul
will be here, so make sure you guys pull up. We will be here. We're trying to be famous. We will be famous. So
we're trying to just support
meeting famous people,
guys. That's all it's about.
I know. I'm just trying to hype people up, so when we do get famous, they'll know.
Yeah, kids. So come check out Darth Maul. That's gonna be fun. Bring stuff to sign. I think he'll be doing signings and photo ops, if I'm not incorrect. I leaned back to see if Ethan over there at the counter was paying attention, because he knows the information, but he's on his phone. So, all right, kids. Yeah, be here for that. That's going to be really fun. Anything else, Jules?
I don't think so, man.
Okay.
I mean, check out Socks On or Off podcast. Yeah, I was going to plug your stuff, but I was like, I'll leave it to him.
No, see, I was working my way.
Be champagne, kids.
I was working my way to Jules do the plug because
there you
go. Kids, be sure to go. You got it. You did your thing.
Yeah.
You guys check us out on Facebook at Comic Kahn's Podcast, Instagram at Comic Kahn's Podcast, Spotify at Comic Kahn's Podcast, YouTube at
Comic Kahn's podcast.
and all other streaming platforms at
Comic Kahn's podcast.
Check us out, guys. Hashtag get your cons in a con. We want to go sit down and podcast live at a Comic Con in front of you guys in a city near you. Be that at a booth or on a panel. We don't really care. We'll do it for free for now. You know what I'm saying? We just want to come out there, man, and hang out with the fellow cons, fellow nerds, and just talk comic books, anime, movies, and everything else, guys.
Yeah.
I thought you had something to say.
Well, I was, but I didn't know. So basically, we could do a poll for our fans
Okay.
to see who they want to see us dress up as on
True
June
indeed.
18th.
So, is that what you want to do?
Let's do that. We could be the Deadly Duo. We could be the Sidekicks. We can be Chewbacca and Hans. We can be...
I
want to do 4.
So,
Like, have a 4 poll.
okay.
So we have to think of one more.
So, only thing with that, we got to remember is that costs money. And I got to make sure we're in the right.
No, I'm not saying buy costumes. We can just wing it. We can just...
All right. So, kids, we may do a poll. That might be fun. Pause. That might be a good time, though. I had to do it to you, man. I had to. Pause again. You know what I'm saying? So that would be really fun. If you guys want to see me and Jules dress up, young Master Jules here, dress up, and I'm King Castro X, dress up at June 18th at the Tulsa Comic Swap, man, while we live podcast, guys. Let us know. I'm going to let Jules think about who he wants to put up as the poll, and we'll put it on our Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you guys decide there, or you guys can also leave it in the comments down below. Let us know who you want to see us dress up as, man. We would love to do that. Am I forgetting anything? Also, we'll be doing a raffle, like I said earlier on, kids, for I think Nick's giving away some free comic books, guys. So be sure to pop up to Tulsa Comic Swap June 18th. Guys, again, on all streaming platforms, check us out. Go check out Classic Wolf Podcast. Go check out Okie Podcast. Go check out Soul Tap Podcast. That's my wife's show. Go check that out ASAP right now. Go check out Unloading Meat Podcast, man. Go show that boy some love. We should be sitting down with Jared Ralphie Allen coming very soon, actually, and we'll be on his show coming soon. So check out Magnez Podcast too, kids. I just did an episode over there, man, talking about the cons and all we do. We talked about Planet of the Apes for like 40 minutes. So if you're into the ape on ape action, man, go check that out, guys.
Because why? Apes together strong.
Apes together strong. Yeah, kids. Thank you so much, Impulse Creations, man. You guys have a wonderful day. Go collect something, fellow cons. Is that a good closer?
Yeah.
And we out.